I think I have this right. What do I do here? Chat. There. Nope, that's not working. All right. There. All right. Let's see if I can do this a little differently. I looked at my last video and realized that my mic being right on my art table meant that it was making all the eraser noises and all that. So, got my mic on a separate table and hopefully go better. All right, so we're going to work on a pinup today. So I did this in my sketchbook. This sketchbook here, just to flip a few pages, I keep exclusively on my Patreon. Anything you want to, anyone interested in that, by all means. And I've got a little bit of reference, not a lot. To the side of me, I did an impromptu picture of what my leg is in theory going to look like if I broke one and am laid up in a hospital bed. I don't know if you can see from here, so I'm using my Eon board. And I probably can't tell with the light like that, but I've marked in blue lines because the folks at Tic Toc Tom, because of our publishing, and I guess a lot of books do this too, 11 by 17 comic board. Typically, we draw within the 10 by 15. But a lot I didn't realize, there's this area, the live area, which means this block here is guaranteed not to get cut off or trimmed. Excuse me, this is why I didn't do any streaming yesterday. Getting over a bit of a cough. So I can put art outside of here, but I'm going to make sure that it's not important stuff, so if something does happen with the file or it prints off, I'm not going to lose anything of importance here. All right. So I'm going to border up. Now this isn't I'm not going to be super concerned about the leg. I've used my own legs as reference. But the anatomy is not going to be super exact because I'm going to be throwing this leg into a cast. This leg will probably be within a blanket. Do a bit of a bed frame here. I'm going to rough in. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch my pencils here. There are a lot of artists that can use multiple pencils for laying stuff out. A lot do one. Everyone kind of has their stance on why they do what they do, how, so on and so forth. I'm still kind of playing with my focus here. Oh, excuse me. I'm back to my softer pencil. The reason I'm using a softer pencil for this, let me just see, just adjust my light a little bit. My studio setup is, I'm not going to say primitive, but I don't have all the toys I would like to have to do like professional streaming yet. It is a work in progress. I've so far opted for try a webcam and a microphone instead of quite using my phone. I stream live through Twitch and through YouTube now. Twitch, I can natively, it's funny, I can natively stream from my phone on Twitch, but if I were to go through my computer, which I'm doing right now, I can't do that natively without some kind of software. As you can tell, I'm using Restream. I'm using the free version, so I can stream to here and to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. YouTube, I can't live stream from my phone until I get 50 or so subscribers, and I'm nowhere near that yet. Maybe you guys and gals can help me with that. If not, that's cool too. I'll still be doing annoying art videos. Well, not annoying art videos. Hope they're not annoying. So the reason I'm using the soft pencil right now is because I am going ridiculously soft on my sketching here. This sketch is our star Iggy. So this is like my attempt to kind of get the pose, rough out some anatomy. For those not familiar with Iggy, she is a lead character in the Toronto independent comic series Tic Toc Tom, which I've been associated with for the last 4 years. For those that can't see, my pencil sharpener just fell apart and all my shavings just dropped out. Making a bit of a mess on the floor. That's cool though. Only a bit of a mess. So this is my 2-point sharpener that I like to use. And this is a lot of... And that's the reason why I use a softer lead when it comes to my layouts and press extremely light, because then I can erase no problem. I hope I left enough. Now, I'm hoping I'm capturing this properly. And a lot of, I don't know if this is going to be a super important thing. I still like to try to roughen the anatomy, whatnot. Make sure things are as accurate as I can get them. But a lot of this will be going away. This person is in a hospital bed. Oh, excuse me. All right, sorry, just checking my... Sorry. Just testing a link. All right. Had a few comments in there, but they were posted on my Facebook. Okay. Checking to see if that works. So far I've got everything within my boundary here. So there's no, being a pinup, I don't have to worry about stuff like dialogue. I don't have to worry about where the speech balloons are going. They'd have to be within... That might be something I do one day, is show off a page and like show all the stuff I worry about. I don't know if it's even a normal thing. Where is my... here it is. I'll break out my kneaded eraser. I keep in just the leftover ladies' razor blade case that my wife donated. The idea is it helps... I can tell that my basement is not a dank place because things dry up down here. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup here. I don't need... So I'm using the idea of a solid bedpan here, or bed. I don't have to have much here. I will have to redraw the leg here. And I don't think I'll have a whole leg here. I think I'm going to cover that with a blanket. So yeah, a little off. Anatomy is a little off here, so I'm going to try again. That's what I get for... And this is a lot of drawing. Sorry, there's no comments or not really anyone looking, then can't really interact. I'm going to move the head over a bit. Now there's a couple different ways that you can draw a human head. We break down Usually most art videos will break down like a circle divided in half. And I've got it divided because I want to tilt her head. Another way some people do this as well is I know that we'll draw more of an oval or an upside down egg shape and then shape from there. I'm going to check my phone because I didn't print one reference out. Let's see, did I save it in my phone? Shoot, no, I did not. Did I save it on my browser? No, I did not. All right. What I'm going to do is get a sling going here. So I'm still not sure if I'm going to draw a blanket or tough out trying to draw the foot. Most comic people tend to avoid drawing feet. So I'm going to sorry, I'm just going to get to a page here. This is what I'm working on right now. New story. Oh, sneak peek at the last page. So I've got our lead character for some reason in this kind of top. And this is how out of touch with styles. I don't even know the name for the top, but and that is going to say kill. I'm going to switch to my firm pencil now. Although if I was half as smart as I thought I was, I'd find one of my extra firm pencils. Might shrink that head a little bit. It's probably pretty big. Probably should leave my Facebook on. Seem to be getting more starting to see more interaction there than on my actual art feed. And this is the other thing that's kind of nice about me being me, myself, and I. Well, not nice, but let's comic pages remove. All right, let's see what this looks like on YouTube. I have no views on YouTube. That is fine. One sec. Okay. Alright. I've got another thing for my laundry when I'm down here. I am at a standstill with my laundry. I've got a load in the wash and I've got a load in the dryer. So now I have to wait for and because of the particular haircut I'm giving Iggy, it's a short haircut. You see my first few Tic Toc Tom stories, and I always like drawing Iggy. She is probably, I have a lot of it. Like I like pretty well all of the characters, and Tic Toc Tom is not paying me to say that. You hear that? I'm not getting paid to say that. But Iggy is easily my favorite of the bunch, out of a bunch of interesting characters. I mean, any book that has a talking bird in a fedora is alright in my book. So, yeah, like I said, I'm calling this piece Show Some Leg. If I was half as smart as I thought I was, I would have gotten reference to actually have this leg in a blanket. So I'm using my farmer pencil to actually pencil everything in. And I might not even have this part of the bed frame. Because even though I'm not showing, I do kind of like to have things roughed in to kind of help things along. So, yeah. Excuse me. something up with my YouTube. Oh well, screw YouTube. Now there's a couple of ways because this kind of. Now, the thing with Iggy too is she has a tattoo over her right eye. Of an upside down cross. Because I'm not doing a larger bed frame here anymore. I can have more of Iggy's like here, and I've got Iggy primarily wearing black. Ah, geez. This cough for a few weeks, although I think the cough has actually gotten better. Just part 2 of that is my day job. I am a steel worker. And I work in steel making, which is the department that melts all of our steel. Relatively do everything to filter the pollutants getting into out of or from not getting into the sky, whatnot, but a lot of that pollution still ends up in our shop and sometimes in my lungs, despite my proper use of protective equipment. So, all right, I'm starting to get lost in, I don't know if you can see it all on the screen, but I'm starting to get lost in some of, yeah. There. Yeah, this must be very interesting. Me looking at random screens going do 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 do. So I'm still on the fence whether or not I want to do a blanket or just try roughing out a foot. I'm going to roughen the bed until I figure out what is going on here. The main deal with Iggy here is she can materialize. She has a personal storage dimension that's about the size of a bread box, which is large enough to hold 2 of these not quite real guns. Even though they're not real guns, I'm going to have to make a more conscious effort to... Oh, excuse me. Keep them a little straight. What I really need is... I had a Megatron that I usually use for the reference, but I am not he's in the very back part of my toy shelf, and I can't. He's on a good day difficult to transform, so I might actually, didn't think to do this right away. Let's see what I can get Google-wise. Almost perfect. All right. I think I've got something here. So instead of having my hand like that, I can do a quick save, crop, saved photos. Done. Saved photos. I know this is exciting, watching me call up reference on real time on something that I didn't think through. There. So this is exactly what I'm going to need. So I'll have my phone here. Done. So excuse me. So this is not like a hyper-realistic gun. This is what Iggy's guns in the comics look like. Every once in a while there'll be a story where Iggy will actually get like a due to Tom's you know what? Hands are a pain to draw. going to do is in here and then, yeah. There.
I'm gonna grab some.
All right. I'm content with that. At least content enough for me to continue the drawing. Probably a lot of artists out there that if we were given the time, we'd draw and redraw and get rid of all of our perfect stuff forever, and keep tweaking with stuff until we thought it was perfect, and then it's never perfect to our standards. But at some point, the piece just has to come out. It has to either has to come out to your publisher, whoever commissioned you in the first place, or in the garbage and you try again. But one way or another, there has to be a level of finality. I'm not even sure if that's a word. Excuse me. I'm making it a word. Right. I'm going to. Love the erasers that come with the black wing, but at the same time, I also have a few of these are like just erasers that I can use. See if I can jump up Iggy's face a little bit less. Now, if I was smart, I would have used my kneaded eraser, because that actually can pick up the graphite without compromising the paper, and also it would leave enough for me to be able to just draw the lines I and there. Iggy is showing leg. Well, I've already been at this over an hour. I used to think I was quick. It turns out I'm not that quick at all. Excuse me, jeez. Should have kept a cup of water or something with me, but I did not. No, I've only been at this 45 minutes. Where did I get an hour from? All right. There, I think I've actually got the blanket on the foot enough where I'm content with it. Excuse me. can never keep straight how many piercings I give Iggy on any given day. I don't give her facial piercings. I don't think I've ever seen Iggy with a facial, like anything other than her tattoo across her one eye. So I guess that means that I don't want to declutter or don't want to clutter too much. Nothing going on any of the other social media, so another stream where I'm not really attracting new people. That's all right. Let's do a little bit of erasing here, clean up. Back to using my kneaded eraser. This is another trick. This is what I should have done with some of the stuff. Oh. I didn't even think I'm going to need a new lung. And that's why I try to sketch with the soft, like lightly sketch with the soft pencil first, because I can wipe that away very quickly. Very, very quickly. What I might do next is I don't really have background in here yet. In the foreground, I've got what is kind of a bed, so I'm going to have to ground that somehow. Which means I'll have to, in front of you all again, get a live reference for reasonable facsimile of a hospital bed. So this is what Iggy's top is supposed to say is kill. But because it's not a head shot, full, straightforward shot, I can't show the other L. Excuse me, jeez. Okay. with women's eyelashes, if you were to look at how to draw something old school, like how to draw comics the marble way, you apparently eyelashes are a solid mass. Now, a lot of media since then, that's been kind of done away with. But you don't have to draw every single. So what I'll do, every lash in individually, so what I'll do is I'll rough it, like start with how to draw comics the marble way, kind of rush out the. Maybe just the nose a bit. Now the trick is for me not to have a lot of clutter. I'm actually rather liking these lips. Excuse me, jeez. Maybe I should go have a GoFundMe for a new loan. So, do I have an easily to grab circle? Well, that is too big. Of course, I grabbed the larger one of the bunch. Do I have a smaller one? Yes. Yes, I do. All right. I have to work on a better organizational system for this, so. Perfect. Well, that'll straighten this out a bit now. Try to use straight edge when penciling. I don't when I'm inking this. So I want to leave some kind of organic quality to even if something as inorganic as a gun. Now the next thing I gotta do is look for a sling. Did I? Let's see if I. No, not video. Images. Not Google. Images. Shoot, I had lost my reference. All right. See if I can clean this up a little bit better. even if this sling is. Excuse me. I don't know what this is going to be yet, but I'm going to draw that for her. Clean this up a little bit. There. And the thing with that is communicating properly a blanket. All right, I've been at this 1 hour already, so I'm just about I'll thin out her. She's got a fairly thick neck here, so I'll thin that out a little. Like that. Excuse me. And I haven't had a leg broken before, so I'm not sure what the Band-Aid is or what the sling that looks like that today. I don't know if I want to do a full on. Okay, cool. All right. I'll just do like the old-timey gauze wrap. or bandage wrap, sorry, not gauze. Friends in nursing, medical field would probably, if they saw this, they'd be laughing at me right now. And this, there. Excuse me. So I get that leg going. Continuing here is Iggy's leg. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. The idea is she's wearing black yoga pants. But I don't know if I want to leave them straight black or have kind of a pattern. What I have decided at the last minute is I'm going to add a little bit of rips and whatnot here. Not a lot, like, not a very ripped top, but I'm not even sure if this is a style. I never got into fashion design. I think this looks kind of neat for her, but so. Deciding whether or not I like that or not. I think I'm a little too committed to change my mind now. I said you can only sketch it so many. Perfect. Cut this in front of Iggy's arm here. It's been a good long while since I've spent any significant time inside a hospital room. The last time that sticks out in the head is coming up to almost 13 years ago. My little human was born. So I'm going to look up. images. Hospital room. Maybe not as much. Yeah, not as much in the room itself as I would have thought. So here I'll have a window, maybe. Fire alarm, I guess. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Trying to, thought I was gonna have like a exit and more tech in the way, but no. Window. I don't know what I can maybe do like a cityscape or something here. Doesn't have to be an elaborate cityscape. Maybe some. Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to say that's going to be an emergency light, but yeah. Huh. Look at my hospital reference again, and I have a large window frame here. I won't blacken all these in, but do a little kayfabe, fake some buildings in, fake something in the background. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. It's going on just a little over an hour. I don't know how much. I'll probably. I was going to try to do a marathon from one to the other, but if I'm doing the laundry, get the feeling in a few minutes I'll have a load that's done. So what I might do is because if you thought that me pausing to look at my phone for reference because I didn't think to get all the reference I needed in one thing, have it all ready in one go, was entertaining. I don't think me pausing exclusively for inking purposes. It's going to be pausing to do laundry and then come back after half an hour for inking. I don't think that's going to work either, so we'll see how much we can neaten that up. Usually not happy with a lot of things, but I'm actually feeling content with this. Neaten this up a little bit. So at this point, this sling here, I am committed almost exclusively to memory. So I hope that's clear. Add a wall outlet here. Maybe what I do for the inking, I'll figure out exactly what design I want to have these pants. Like I said, I was going to do straight up yoga pants, but I've seen pants that have some pretty cool designs on them, but I can't remember for the life of me how they work. So. All right. And that's cool since no one is checking this out anyway. What I can do is, I think I've got a load of laundry that is almost done, so I will wrap up the pencils on this. Soonish. Maybe do some tweaking off camera. And then just go right to the inking. And I did get a new toy to help that along. All right, so I will wrap this up for now. But that is what I call show some leg. And yeah, maybe come back and do a little bit of inking. All right. Doesn't look like anyone's checking this out live now, but I do tend to notice people come in and watch after the fact. So for those that are about to check this out, thank you very much, and I will be back in a little bit. All right, see you in a bit.